Oh, hey, Dylan with the Random Firearm here. You remember this Sccy CPX2, right? It was one that was buried for 2 weeks, then dug up after 2 weeks, then the trigger broke, then I tried to fix it and it didn't work. Well, it's back, and the trigger works. That's right, the Sccy CPX2 is back. The trigger works. Cool, it's a little gritty because it's still kind of dirty. But anyway, I do have more tests in store for this, but first I wanted to clear up some things about, some comments that you guys have been saying in the videos, like, oh, these tests are stupid, and why would you do that? Why would you go out and buy a Sccy? Well, in case you haven't been reading the randomfirearm.com, link in the description, or if you haven't been paying attention to what I'm saying in the videos, this is a T&E gun. It was sent to me by a company to do with what I please, and I'm doing with it what I please. And these tests are not scientific. They're not meant to prove or disprove anything. They're just fun. I mean, who's gonna bury their gun for 2 weeks and do with it what I'm gonna do? Well, you'll see. It's just for fun. There's no point to this. I'm just enjoying abusing the Sccy. And that's all there is to it, but let's get back to it. So anyway, I was gonna take this to the range and test it out to make sure that, the trigger does work and everything, but it's a little rusty, as you can imagine. It's been buried for 2 weeks and it's kind of been neglected, and the air's been getting to it for more and more and more weeks. And I figured, well, why not we clean it off a little bit first? And I was looking for interesting ways to do that, and I said, well, how about an undisclosed soda with a red cap? I'm pretty sure you can guess what it is. Let it bathe in there for about 45 minutes to an hour and see what'll happen to it. So let's get to it. All right, so here's the container that it's gonna go in. Here is the Sccy CPX2. As you can just see, it was used to hammer some nails in. It passed the hammer test, I guess. But anyway, let's get some dirt in it, so whatever, it doesn't matter. It's been buried for 2 weeks. So first, let's fill it up. Let's put the CPX2 in there. This is the magazine that it was buried with. So to keep consistency, I'm just gonna put it inside the Coke with that. Just, there you go. Let it do its thing. There you go. And of course the other magazine. Oh, it's bubbling. Oh, look at all the, that's cool. I'm gonna put this magazine catch side down so it stays flat, maybe. There's the one magazine in there. You can see the grip there a little bit. All right, so I'll be back in about 30, 45 minutes, an hour to take that out and see what happened to it. All right, guys, so it's been about an hour. And Sccy CPX2 is in there. You can see there's the barrel. You can see the laser etching Sccy. There's a magazine. Let's get this out of here and see how it looks. It actually looks like some of the rust has been removed. Now, if you go into a bar and ask for a Sccy and a Coke, you probably won't get this. All right, this is gonna get very sticky very fast, so let's hose it down a little bit. There you go, perfect way to get it into the sun. All right, so let's hose this down. The slide actually looks like a lighter color than it was before. I wonder how much of that finish is actually gone. The magazine slides out a bit freer, or a bit more easily. Doesn't seem to want to lock back. Oh, wait a minute. Look at the finish on the guide rod. It's like gone. Wow. That Coke seemed to be a little bit more destructive than I thought. Ooh, but the trigger is nice and smooth now. Nice. All right, so let's dry this off, and then let's take it to the range. All right, guys, so I'm here at my favorite range, East Orange Shooting Sports, located in Central Florida. Great range. And I'm about to load up the Sccy CPX2, each magazine with a few rounds. Not using anything special here, just some 115 Blazer aluminum case ammunition from a box that was water damaged. Also labeled $15.99 on one side and $16.95 on the other side. And we're just gonna see if it'll shoot after the berry test and the Coke test. I don't see why it wouldn't, so we're only gonna put a few rounds down range. Now, East Orange Shooting Sports does not condone firing any firearm in this condition. Make sure your firearm is in safe working condition, and neither does the manufacturer condone firing any firearm in this kind of condition. Make sure your firearm is clean and in working order as always, but for this test, we're just gonna have a little bit of fun. Let's load up these magazines. Oh my gosh. These springs are kind of stiff. This is actually the first time these magazines have been loaded. Gonna do about 5 rounds each. All right, so that's 5 in that magazine. This is the one that was buried in the firearm and submerged in the Coke for the Coke test. 1, this one was a lot easier. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, like I said, I don't foresee this malfunctioning, but let's just give it a try. Okay, I didn't see where that round hit, so I'm gonna make sure the bullet actually exited the firearm. The bullet did in fact leave the barrel. I don't know where it went. The shell did not eject, but the bullet did leave the barrel. Failure to feed. Yeah, I'm thinking it could be the magazine. Look how much crud is coming off of that. All right. All right, so it worked well after a couple malfunctions. Let's try the second magazine. That didn't sound very confident. Oh, looks like we had a failure to eject. Again, with this magazine, it doesn't feel like it feeds quite confidently. So it's probably a failure to feed. Oh. Did you see that? The trigger was kind of mushy again. I'm not seeing where these are going at all. Okay, that was a live round that just ejected. Okay, so the magazine that was not buried with the gun seems to be doing the worst. Tell you what, I'm gonna load each magazine up with 3 more shots, just so we can see what's going on. All right, so here's the magazine that was buried with the firearm. I'm just gonna let the slide go home. Looks like it picked up a round. Right in the neck. All right, so that magazine seems to be doing the best. Now you may notice I'm flinching a little bit. This gun's battered and bruised. Kind of a little iffy about shooting it. This is the magazine that was not buried in the gun. Slide moves very slow with this magazine. All right. The shell came out on that one, so this is a failure to feed. Try it again. All right, and with this magazine, it seems to shoot to the left. That could be me, I don't know. So there you have it, guys. That's what happens when you bury your Sccy CPX2 and then submerge it in Coca-Cola. It may fire, it may not. Now, if you want to see more tests that I have in store for this firearm, because believe me, I am far from done from abusing this, make sure you subscribe so that we can see all the upcoming videos. For some exclusive content and for some upcoming information, make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and don't forget to check us out on therandomfirearm.com. If you have any suggestions about what you want to see done to the Sccy, let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best to make that happen. Again, these tests don't have to be real world at all. Matter of fact, I'd prefer them not to be. Just having fun with this. And I'll give you a hint. A lot of you might carry your Sccy CPX2 in your pocket. And if you leave it there for too long, well, just join us in the next video to find out. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video.